Dude,
That's it.
before it used to take me an hour to close a $3,000 deal. On Monday, it took 35 minutes. A $25,000 deal. Boom. Paid in full.
One of the things that I've been doing for a while, and a lot of people have been asking me about how I facilitate ice baths.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been difficult for me to kind of put it into words and explain the impact of the ice bath, because people just see it as like a cool thing to try or just an experience. But I
Yeah.
feel like your experience in there really like explains the power of what's possible when
Yeah.
you enter into that portal, because you entered into it with full like trust into, okay, this is a point where I can change my life. And this was in
Yeah.
a men's circle. In the men's circle, we opened a space where we connect with authenticity and share vulnerably about challenges that are going on. And I think this was after your birthday, was it? Was it the day after your birthday? I think
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Like we went out after your birthday
Yep.
and stayed up past our regular bedtime
Yep.
quite late. For me, like I'm usually in bed by like 11
Yeah.
and we were up until like 4 or 5 a.m.
Literally, yeah.
And the next day, well, I'm helping host a men's circle an hour away
Yep.
in the morning. And we decide, okay, we're going to get up and we're going to show up for it.
Yep.
And yeah, I think you were kind of undecided if you were going
No.
to join or not. You were like, maybe, maybe not. But
No, I literally didn't know. Like, I felt that if it was gonna go, actually, I had a fear that if I was gonna go, it was gonna change everything, and I procrastinated on it for a few weeks actually, because I knew that there's something there that will literally disrupt my pattern. But then I reached a point that I just couldn't take it anymore, and it was like I set an intention at that time. It's like, all right, time to be aligned. I can't just compromise on myself this much anymore. I can't be this much misaligned.
Right.
Part of me is just being like, man, like you got to listen to your body. You got to listen to what your inner self is telling you. And I remember I came into this ice bath. I went in with full intention, right? Like usually people come into this sometimes with half intention. They don't really go into it all in, right? And they don't really take as much as benefit from it because it becomes like just like another circle or like another like class or something, and then they just go out with no change happening,
it's
right?
like a swim in the ocean, right? For them.
Exactly. But you go all in, you will literally like disrupt your pattern. But only do it. I recommend that you only do this in times when you actually want to change, you know, when you actually feel like what you're doing right now is just making you unhappy and you really want to find something that is happy, which is absolutely fucking worth it, right?
Yeah.
I came into this to the ice bath, and I was coming. And I've done ice bath before. It's not like my first time. I've done like I don't know, like 20 times ice bath, all all across all the time I've done. But I'd never set an intention to really making a change and facing myself. On that intention, I set that intention, focusing on facing myself, and it also with the group, right, with also helping me for like the way that the facilitation was going of like let it out, and it just like really went all in. And I remember I picture myself right now in it. I felt so good. I screamed so loud. I lost my voice for 2 weeks.
Yes. You did.
I couldn't speak for 2 weeks.
And your job, it requires you to speak.
It requires me to fucking sell. I was whispering on the calls because my body just couldn't accept saying those things that were misaligned anymore.
Wow.
So it literally reached a point where it's like, I was like, done. I am done. I am fucking done. Right?
Yes.
And the moment I did that, it literally disrupted all my pattern. I sent one text to the guy that I wanted to get into, like the offer that I feel aligned with, right? The hypnosis, reprogram your mind. And within 10 minutes, I'm in the team back and I'm fucking selling and I'm making sales. And I switch up my entire fucking life.
Yeah, and you mentioned something else to me as well. So about the fact that the the program that you were on before, in the end, they ended up deciding like actually maybe we want to go a different way anyway, and that kind of shifted. They shifted the direction away from you naturally, and that just sort of unfolded. So things were just aligned in the
Yeah.
right way.
Yep. It's like energetically there was starting to be more disconnect, and at this point still there's literally no valid reason why we drifted away. We're just like, I told him I just can't take calls at night anymore. I need to be focusing on myself, and then we agreed to just part ways. We had a call and we agreed to part ways, and it felt scary, man. I just didn't know what I was gonna do. I mean, okay, I have the good thing is I have my business that it runs.
Right.
But the thing about my business is that like you need to always build momentum to be able to scale it. And I know the feeling. I've worked for 4 years, 16 hours a day running my business, and I knew that I could figure it out.
Yeah, of course.
But I wanted the lifestyle. I wanted to
course.
live. I don't want to work to live. I want to live to work. I want to live to work, or no. I don't want to live to work. I want to work to live.
You got it backwards, but
Yeah.
yeah, almost.
I don't want to live to work. I want to work to live. But then I also noticed that like right now I'm working way more.
Right.
I'm working way more right now. Like literally yesterday I worked like 12 hours. I feel incredible. I'm besides the thing, I'm working way more, right? But I feel so much more aligned and I feel really good.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
dude,
that's it.
before it used to take me an hour to close a $3,000 deal. Like that was on Monday. On Monday, it took 35 minutes. A $25,000 deal. Boom. Paid in full. So like, what the fuck?
Right. And just to bring it back to the intention that you mentioned
Yeah.
and the practicalities of the shift, I feel that water is a magical element that we kind of overlook. And this is something that I'm not sure a lot of people are aware of, but have you heard of this research or this Japanese person who had this book about water? And what he did is like, there's two different pots of water. One of them, he said nice things to, and the other one, he said like bad things to. And you could actually, under a microscope,
Wow.
see chemically how the molecule structure is affected by the water.
Wow.
And it changes depending on the energy you put out and the words you say to the water. And that's why when you go inside the water and you say that kind of stuff, it shifts the chemical structure of the water. And then your body is made up of mostly water. So it shifts the chemical structure of your body as well. And there's no science behind this. This is all bro science right here.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about, the part of the body water. But what I saw from that was like, you actually became that guy who now is living that life. Whereas before, it was like you were kind of half in, half out, and was like, okay, maybe I'll do it one day. But it wasn't until you fully decided, you sit yourself in that cold water and you say those words out,
Yeah.
that you put it out there. And then that kind of shifted a lot within you energetically. And certain things were repelled from you and other things started to become attracted. And then $25,000 deal is just like normal Tuesday afternoon. for you now.
Literally. And